school run creates over 1 million car journeys. To ease the congestion, the new Kia Rio can take up to 30 kids in one go. Because the Rio comes with all the help you need to set up a walking bus scheme at your chosen school. Isn't that a more sensible way to go? Kia. Think before you drive.
Yes, rock.
And a rude boy come by check our one.
One day, you'll be able to send and receive music on your mobile. Nokia, connecting people.
Pure. Light. Sparkling. Purity. A new light fragrance for your home from AmbiPure. Purity. As clear and pure as a fragrance can be. AmbiPure. Fragrance your imagination. The invigorating scent of new purple herbal. And the relaxing scent of floral breeze. Two of the refreshing fragrances from Fairy Aromatics. New purple herbal, a fresh approach to washing up.
It may feel soft to you, but how does it feel to your baby? Delicate skin needs the gentlest care. Pampers wipes not only clean perfectly, they're also the softest wipes in Britain. And your baby will feel the difference.
What is this fabric? It's incredible. Cahoots.
Today's my lucky day, a royal flush.
Hey, not so fast.
Cahoot. The kid's got Cahoot.
Kid's got Kahoot.
What do you want, Echo?
An echo.
For an incredible rate of 8% typical APR on a flexible loan of £1,000 to £15,000, visit Kahoot.com. Like banking, only different.
What are you laughing at? The kid's got Kahoot.
It's amazing where you can gather information these days. The new Bosch Max IT has built-in intelligence that keeps you better informed. Bosch.
Some dream of a big house in the country. To others, good food is all that really matters. Some aim to achieve great things. Some need to discover hidden depths. Others simply want to be entertained every night. And the best things in life are best kept just for adults. Inclusive short breaks from £40 a night. Call 0870 601 6011 for a Warner brochure just for adults.
The new BMW Compact. With rear-wheel drive and near-perfect balance. Without them, it just wouldn't corner like a BMW.
What are you doing? Oh, you're sucking off all the chocolate. I crunch them. What you need to do now, that guy you're interested in, you can work out whether you're compatible with someone or whether they're a sucker or a cruncher. Or there's the ones that bite it off around the edge but just don't even bother with them. No.
The new range of deliciously good sauces from Home Pride have no artificial additives and are lower in fat. How was that?
Delicious, Fred.
Hello, Mrs. Thompson. Still getting about, I see. Oh, Mrs. Turnbull. Piling on a few pounds, though. Never mind. Tesco do a wonderful range of low-fat health food. I'll get one of their assistants to give you a hand. Excuse me? No, really. Don't worry. They don't mind helping the elderly.
Tesco have launched a new healthy living range, from low-fat foods to herbal remedies. We even have sportswear to help you and your family stay in shape.
Let's just hope we've got it in time. Look, there's absolutely nothing wrong with me.
Tesco. Every little helps.
It's a fact that women are better at coping with doing two things at once. Yeah. To make sure your pad can cope as well as you can, Always Ultra Night protects you in two ways. They have even longer, flexible wings and a special Optima Absorb core that quickly draws liquid inside, safely locking it away. So now you're doubly protected. You can get on with being doubly brilliant. Always talking your body's language.
Experience Oasis on the edge of the Lake District and enjoy over 100 activities. Oasis, nowhere comes close. For a brochure, call 08705 086 086.
At the Boots Opticians frame sale, even some designer frames are as little as half what you'd normally lay out.
If Harry has a fever, I give him medicine. At the same time, I use Cool and Soothe sheets, which have a special layer of gel. They're like a wet flannel, but without the mess. And these feel cool for up to 6 hours. How's my little soldier?
I'll survive.
New Cool and Soothe keeps kids cool.
Mental decline is not an inevitable part of aging.
The average 70-year-old has 97% of the brain cells they had at 25.
Even in our 80s, we can develop new brain cells. Our minds stay agile for longer if we keep active, stimulated and challenged.
Checkmate.
Active care is something we're passionate about at Bupa.
Bupa, the personal health service.
Care homes.
Health insurance, self-assessment, hospitals.
I swear by Almighty God,
I will faithfully try the defendant and give a true verdict according to the evidence.
The jury, soon.
Excuse me. Tell me the way to the motorway, please.
Yeah, up to the next set of traffic lights, take a left. Drop her down into second. Hold the right line. Coax her through a series of demanding S-bends. You might need the traction control. Up through the close ratio gearbox. On with the cruise control. And away. Okay?
How good does your food make you feel? As good as new Findus Feeling Great?
I feel great. I knew that I would now. So great. So great.
Why does new Feeling Great from Findus make you feel this good? Because they're delicious tasting meals with a great combination of vitamins and fibre to balance body and soul.
I feel great.
When you've got diarrhea, you're always looking for the nearest loo. Unless you've discovered Imodium Plus. Take it just once, and you can be free from diarrhea all day. Imodium Plus, to stop diarrhea before diarrhea stops you.
Hello? Come on, scratch me. Ah, good to see you again.
It's itchy, red, dry skin flare-up caused by eczema and dermatitis, and it's begging to be scratched.
Oh, just another little scratch.
Umivate Eczema and Dermatitis Cream does more than break the itch-scratch cycle.
No, not Umivate.
It works deep in your skin to clear a flare-up attack. Humavate. Show skin flare up, who's in charge?
I feel yuck, I look yuck, and the weather's yuck.
You know what you need, Mel? De-yucking. New Boots Detox, Boots Alternatives, something to de-yuck hair, and Anna to advise you on skincare. See you later.
Oh, thank you.
Mel?
I'm transformed. I am a butterfly. What do you think?
I think I preferred you a bit yuck.
From just $8,995 with a year's free insurance, the Vauxhall Corsa SXI handles life beautifully.
ITV drama premieres with HSBC, investing in great British drama.
Are you going to seduce me?
Life without love.
A man is killing young girls.
Love without passion.
I don't think we've been seduced before.
Just feel the fear.
A girl who works the streets just like you was strangled and left out for rubbish.
Fear the failure.
It's a joyless, thankless task.
A new series.
Sad story lies behind you. I want to know you.
I'm doing this because I want to help you.
The Vice.
Nobody else does. I care.
Coming soon to ITV1.
At PowerGen, we and Monsters Inc. have one thing in common. It's not our power stations. It's not our workers.
Morning, Sally.
Morning, Ricky.
It's not our customer service.
Listen, I need a favour.
No, what PowerGen and Monsters Inc. have in common is our energy. PowerGen, energy for mums, dads and little monsters everywhere. Call PowerGen to find out how to earn Monsters Inc. rewards.
Even those sworn to protect can cross the line.
What I'm talking about, just let the animals wipe themselves out. God willing.
Training day.
Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Ha. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Hit, hit, hit. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, 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 zoom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Hey, mom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom.
Wrinkles?
Forget about wrinkles.
We don't talk about wrinkles.
I don't want to hear about it.
There's a new Nivea Visage Anti-Wrinkle Q10. Dual Action Q10 Plus R. Now with 2 of your skin's own coenzymes. It's clinically proven to visibly reduce the appearance of wrinkles.
One less thing to worry about.
Forget about wrinkles.
I never liked wrinkles anyway.
Nivea Visage Q10 Plus reduces the appearance of wrinkles in just 4 weeks.
The cold can dry your skin. Use a long-lasting moisturizer. Norwegian Formula Body Emulsion from Neutrogena. The cold can damage your hands. Protect them with one application. Norwegian Formula Hand Cream from Neutrogena. Relieves, moisturizes, protects.
Just you, yourself, and Red.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
The new Mazda Premacy MPV.
Yeah, zoom, 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 zoom.
Zoom, zoom.
I can't wait to see Monsters Inc., so I'm gonna make a monster. Where's your monster? Still waiting for Mum's fairy bottle. You'll be waiting for ages.
Longer-lasting fairy comes in a monster bottle to celebrate the release of Disney's Monsters, Inc.
There's a kid here! A human kid!
Put that thing back where it came from, also help me.
Monster-sized fairy, it lasts for a monstrously long time.
They're back. A brand new batch of millionaire scratch cards has been created. And this time they're blue. Each one gives you the chance to win £1 million in an instant. Watch out for the new millionaire scratch cards from the National Lottery. They're somewhere out there now.
Toothpaste.
Whitening.
Protection.
I've always used whitening.
Trust me, you need protection.
New Aquafresh Multi-Action Plus Whitening gently restores your teeth to their natural whiteness and offers protection for your whole mouth.
Excuse me? Whitening, protection, protection, whitening.
New Aquafresh Multi-Action Plus Whitening. Whitening and protection.
Doing something for me. Dan, will you go to the shop for me?
No, busy.
There's just no chance.
Teenage angst. As long as she goes on, just makes me feel like I don't want to do it. Or a frustrated parent.
We don't sit and have conversations.
Back off, basically. Family Values, Monday, 10:50 on Yorkshire.
Meet the girls who've got it all. Fame, glamour, and a lifestyle they'll do anything to keep. From the makers of Bad Girls, Footballers' Wives, Tuesday at 9.
On Tonight with Trevor McDonald, tomorrow at 8, Carol Vorderman speaks exclusively about her daughter's experiences after her MMR jab. A special report on why parents are not being given a choice. But now the ITV News.
Blair warns Tories and unions over the public services. Turkey hit by major quake, the search for survivors tonight. And the hunt for a new pop star. Who'll join Hearsay?
The ITV Weekend News with Nicholas Owen.
Good evening. The Prime Minister issued a stark warning today to critics of his public services reforms. Tony Blair told the Labour Party's spring conference that there was a clear choice between the reformers and the wreckers. He warned both the Tories and the unions that old attitudes would be defeated. From Cardiff, John Ray reports.
Just one question came to dominate this conference.
Prime Minister, who exactly are the wreckers?
Wreckers was the word used by the Transport Secretary to condemn unions opposed to public service reform. Today, the Prime Minister tried to insist the real dividing line was between Labour and the Conservatives.
Our strategy is to build up these public services. Theirs is to knock them down. That is the battle for this Parliament. Reformers versus wreckers. That is the battle for this Parliament, and it is the battle that we must win.
He heaped honeyed words on health service workers and believes they can be won over. But for the union bosses who promised to oppose what they see as the government's privatisation programme, he had this warning.
For just as we must take on and defeat the big C Conservatives who want to undermine public services and wreck them, so we must defeat in argument the small C Conservatives who believe the old ways will do and who resist reform.
At the end, unions staged this protest, though for once they're sounding conciliatory on the private sector.
Where we draw the line, though, is saying that they should not be running the hospitals, they should not be running the schools for profit. They should be run by public service workers, part of the public service team.
So one of the union leaders who could cause trouble for the government, choosing his words with great diplomacy and great care. But that shouldn't be allowed to mask the real row that's going on. Between parts of old Labour and new Labour, battle is joined. John Ray, ITV News, Cardiff.
Rescue workers in Turkey are still digging through rubble tonight, searching for survivors from a powerful earthquake there. At least 45 people died and 150 were injured. The quake brought down dozens of buildings and many people were hurt leaping from windows as their homes collapsed. Here's Romilly Weeks.
In Afyon province in central Turkey, the rescue work is continuing tonight. Scores of people are still missing, but it's mainly bodies that are being brought out. These are scenes that the Turkish people did not want to see again. Buildings concertinaed to the ground, and families weeping for loved ones disappeared beneath the rubble. All too reminiscent of the devastating earthquakes of 1999. All day rescue teams have been slowly, delicately shifting piles of crumbled stone and wood and climbing into air pockets in search of life. This girl was found in time, but many are thought to be still trapped. The Turkish Prime Minister, who immediately flew in to view the area, was told that dozens of people have died and hundreds more been injured. Others are now sitting outside in the cold of the Turkish winter, too scared to return to their homes. Troops have been sent to the region with makeshift tents to house families with nowhere else to go. And officials are issuing urgent warnings tonight that people should not return to any homes that are still standing for fear there could be more tremors to come. Romilly Weeks, ITV News.
The Home Secretary David Blunkett will tomorrow announce a radical shake-up of the prison system that could see thousands of prisoners released from Britain's overcrowded jails. Under the scheme, non-violent offenders would only be imprisoned at weekends and at night. The rest of the time they will be tagged and let out to do community work. Prison reform groups dismiss the idea as nonsense.
The people who he's talking about would be the short-term non-violent people in prison today, but they are the unemployed, they're the drug addicts, they're the people who have mental health problems, they're very young, and they're homeless, so they're not the kind of people that you could lock up in weekend prisons. What would happen is that more and more people would get sucked into the system.
Severe flood warnings are still in force in some parts of Britain tonight. Forecasters say the weather is calming down, but gale-force winds and rain have continued to cause problems across the country. Off the Cornish coast, a salvage team has been trying to stop a cargo ship that ran aground from breaking up and leaking fuel. Here's Angus Walker.
These dramatic pictures, filmed from a Royal Navy helicopter, show a salvage team finally being winched onto the stricken freighter Kadima. The Maltese-registered vessel ran aground following a violent storm off the coast of Cornwall on Saturday. The experts are trying to decide between towing her off the sand, which raises the risk of a fuel leak from the ship's own tanks, or repairing and refloating her, which could take days. Damage from the heavy rain and high winds has been widespread. 12 people have lost their lives in the past week's severe weather. Parts of Wales have been hit hard. 15 families from Clydach in Gwent were evacuated from their homes when this landslide blocked roads after heavy rain. The Welsh village of Crickhowell was completely cut off by floodwaters for most of the weekend. River levels are now falling. This car had been completely submerged. The Environment Agency has issued 32 flood warnings, 3 of them severe. At Dublin Airport, 200 passengers escaped unhurt after an American aircraft flying from Atlanta veered off the runway as it landed in high winds. The Irish Aviation Authority has launched an investigation into the incident. Although the clear-up has begun in many places, forecasters say the bad weather is set to continue. Angus Walker, ITV News.
Football and Liverpool have put themselves back in the running for the top of the Premiership. They're just 2 points behind the leaders Manchester United after beating Leeds 4-0 at Elland Road. Here's Jonas Hurst.
It was Robbie Fowler's first game against his old club Liverpool since joining Leeds just over 2 months ago, but all the goals came the other end. The only breakthrough of the first half came after 16 minutes when Rio Ferdinand flicked Danny Murphy's free kick past his own keeper. Courtesy of a pass from the inspirational Steven Gerrard, Emile Heskey put his goal drought well and truly to bed, coolly going around the keeper Nigel Martin for that one. And that was followed 2 minutes later to make it 3-2 games for the England striker. Fowler did have a shot cleared off the line and this penalty claim denied, but it was Liverpool's day. On 90 minutes, Michael Owen added a fourth, all of which puts the Reds into third place in the Premiership race, just 2 points behind leaders Manchester United. Final score, Leeds 0, Liverpool 4. Jonas Hurst, ITV News.
In today's other Premiership game, Middlesbrough could only manage a goalless draw at home to Charlton. Rugby and Wales have taken a beating in their first game of the Six Nations Championship. Ireland dominated from the start at Lansdowne Road. They scored 6 tries, 2 from Leicester winger Jordan Murphy. Wales only managed to cross the line once. Ireland eventually won the game 54-10. Now cricket. England have won the final one-day international against India. Andrew Flintoff clinched the dramatic victory. He bowled out Javagrath Srinath with just 1 ball remaining. England won by just 5 runs to level the series 3-all. About 100 would-be pop stars are tonight preparing for a second day of auditions, which could give them a place in the hit band Hearsay as a replacement for Kim Marsh. Earlier, thousands of hopefuls were turned away without even singing a note. Cordelia Kretschmar was there.
They queued all morning in their thousands, Popstar wannabes, every single one. And when the band they want to be in arrived, a few words of encouragement. After all, it's not so long since Mylene, Suzanne, Danny and Noel were in exactly the same position.
We're looking for an exceptional voice, somebody that can just join in and blend in with the band. Doesn't matter if it's a boy or girl.
Do they have to fit the mould?
But there isn't a mould with Hearsay. Come as you are.
Wherever you go, I'm gonna be there. Whatever you do, you know I'm gonna be there.
This is what they're aiming for, membership to Hearsay, the band recruited on ITV's Popstars. Kim Marsh, here on the left, walked out earlier this year amid rumours of a row with fellow band member Mylene. Today, she and the other band members were hand-picking her replacement.
It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart without saying a word.